September 10th, 2025. Today is normally a pretty typical day. It's the day before we might remember 9/11, but now it might become associated with the day Charlie Kirk was assassinated. How strange. He was a conservative activist, according to what it says online. That was the way he was described. And I was in a phone conversation with one of my buddies here. I live in Utah, actually only a few miles away from where this took place. And my buddy was like, whoa, like 9 police cars just drove by me. I wonder what's going on. And this is before, of course, any news had come out. I was like, wow, that's interesting, kind of strange. And then maybe an hour later, maybe it was a little more, maybe, I started seeing the news. How strange. What kind of surreal moment. It just literally happened within 15 miles of me, maybe, roughly. Maybe 20, but extremely close. What a strange thing. And I didn't follow the news too thoroughly, so I mean, I don't know what the status is right now. Actually, let me see real quick. If they caught a person at first, then the FBI let him go. Live updates. Manhunt underway. So I guess it's still unknown. So literally, this person might be running around in this neighborhood where I live right now. How weird is that? So anyway, what is this? I don't know. This isn't the deep thought of the day, but I don't know. It's a little more of a kind of, I guess, ramblings about the whole situation. I'm not somebody, as I've mentioned before, I'm someone who really is against politics. I'm extremely against politics, as they essentially drive people apart rather than bringing them together. And I think I've seen a decent amount of Charlie Kirk footage online, and there's a lot of it is interesting. I think he made some good points about things, which I guess reflects my probably more conservative-leaning attitudes. Just a lot of what he said seemed very logical, but it was very clear to see that a lot of what he said had a very divisive effect, not necessarily because he specifically was seeking division, but definitely just it reflected very well how each side of the aisle tends to demonize the other in a very distinct and profound way. And it's just a sad thing that for whatever reason, someone out there, I'm sure many, but several, but most are not as committed, were so offended by what he does, what he's doing, that they felt the distinct I don't know if they felt like it was a duty or just a sense. I mean, I'm really not sure what motivated this person, but to literally seek his life, seek the life of Charlie Kirk. How far does one fall to really get to that point where they feel like that's the right option, the right thing to do? I don't know what it says. It's a very sad state of affairs. Of course, I was seeing a little bit of discourse about it. I have friends on both sides, and they each see it in their own way, and it's a really strange kind of. It's just a strange thing. Well, it's a bummer that this happened. It's a bummer that somebody decided that this was their best course of action. Very strange and sad. So that would be my ramblings. I guess the normal day stuff for me. There's no specific call to action, really. I think, as always, my call to action, I guess, that would be related is do what you can to put politics aside in your life. Don't allow them to corrupt you or screw with your emotion or your sense of calm or your peace. Politics is not... I just have never seen it be a positive influence on anyone's life. Get away from them. Stay away from them. That's my call to action. Anyway, my day was pretty good. I woke up early. I got back into my stuff. I did my walk a little later than yesterday, kind of my more normal time. I just explored a new route, the bridge that goes over the freeway, so that was kind of interesting. Just getting some elevation in the middle of the walk is good. But yeah, it was cool to see the other side. It was a little longer. I think I went 4.2 miles. I think that might have been if not my longest, close to my longest walk. So yeah, it was good. I labored on my app for most of the day, trying to troubleshoot and get that working. And then in the evening, had some dinner. I went to the storage unit to get the gear I think I'll need for my shoot. And then made my way back here in the evening after that. And that basically, and then I relaxed. Actually, I didn't really dive back into my programming stuff. Just kind of wanted to chill a little bit. Had a good conversation with John on the phone. Might be a possibility we meet up in Washington this weekend. We'll see how that goes, if that comes to fruition. Yeah, and that basically sums it all up. That was the day. Hopefully that was useful. I guess sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's a very topical kind of event in American history. The assassination of he wasn't even like running for office or anything, just a political commentator. And what does that mean going forward? Is he the beginning domino of some kind of terrible domino falling effect? Hopefully not. There we have it. All right. Take it easy, all. Thanks for listening.